I love it when I get questions from people on YouTube, and this is one of those times. I received a question from the user Shazper123, and it says, laptop problems. Hi Tom, I am soon going to be buying a new laptop and have seen that you are an expert with all of the latest technology. This must be proven because you are a partner and have many subscribers, being one of them. So I wanted to know if you could share your expert advice by making a short video on what laptop to buy and what to look for in a laptop when buying one. Thanks, this would be appreciated. Well, first thing I've got to say is I'm hardly a YouTube guru, but I can know enough to answer this question. This is kind of a very open-ended question, and I can't really answer it giving any specific models because it really depends on what you're going to do and what your individual needs are. So it's kind of very subjective. And yeah, I know I'm having a bad hair day today, but that's beside the point. So I'm just going to kind of point you in the direction of a few things that you might want to look for to make sure that you do everything you need to do with the laptop, and it suits your needs. First thing you're going to have to think about is what operating system you want to run. For instance, if you want to run Mac OS X, then you're going to have to get an Apple laptop, a MacBook Pro, as they're all known now, or potentially a MacBook Air. So, and that would allow you to run Mac OS X and Windows and Linux, so you could have the best of all worlds. But if you know that you're not going to be running Mac OS X, then it may be cheaper just to get a Windows machine. At that point, you've got a lot of choices, and there's kind of going to be a couple of things you're going to have to take into consideration. One, and this is just my personal recommendation, I think you need at least 2 gigabytes of RAM. A note on that though is that is about the maximum that I'd recommend. Some vendors are offering 4 gigabytes of RAM, but on a Windows machine, unless it's running a 64-bit version of Windows, which, unless explicitly stated, it probably isn't. It can only support about 2 gigs free at a push. And to get 3 gigs supported, you're gonna have to do some fidangling in the BIOS and figure out memory address space on the video cards and all that sort of stuff. But the maximum you're probably gonna be able to get for certain is 2 gigs. So I would say at this point, don't go above 2 gigs if you happen to be choosing a Windows machine, which is what I'm going to assume for the rest of this video. And then there's going to be a few other things that you're going to need to determine on components. Another note is that I'd recommend anyone who's buying a laptop now forks out the money for an Intel dual-core processor or an AMD dual-core processor. Dual-core is the way things are going, and although lots of software isn't optimized for it, it's going that way, and it's just going to make your experience so much faster and better, and they're cheap to invest in now. But some laptops don't have them. Most do, but some don't, so definitely be wary of that. at this stage, what you're gonna have to determine is what kind of user you are. If you're a gamer, then you're looking for a desktop replacement kind of laptop. If you're a commuter, then you might be looking for a netbook. It's really gonna depend on what kind of user you are. For me, I like performance, so I'd choose a higher-end processor, and I wouldn't bother so much about the graphics because I'm not a gamer. But if you're a gamer, you might want to be going for a discrete graphics chip. If you're just interested in portability and you're not really care about power, then you might go for a netbook. It's really subjective at this point. So the only advice I can really give is think about what kind of user you are, and then kind of adapt everything to that. So I hope those tips were helpful to you and to other people out there. So if you'd like to donate to me, feel free to go to tomtestrodgers.com/about/donate, and you can donate there by PayPal. That'd be much appreciated. And another way you can help me is hitting this yellow button to the side. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Also, if you'd like to send me a question, you can fire it over to tom@therogersfamilyonline.com. Go to tom-rogers.com/contact, I believe, and there's a contact form there, or you can contact me via YouTube. Thanks for watching.